Writing a resume can feel like a daunting task, just one more item on your never-ending to-do list. But if you're hoping to score an interview for your dream job, bear in mind that a well-written resume can be your foot in the door. Simply put, your resume is a key piece of marketing collateral for your career. With that being said, this video will give you tips and tricks on creating a good resume.
So to start, I recommend going with a resume template if you'd like. There are literally millions of them out there on the internet. The template will be easier to start with instead of just a blank document. To begin filling out the resume, you want to choose the best font, keeping it easy to read. It is recommended to use Times New Roman, Calibri, or Arial, staying around 12 font size. You also don't want your resume to be crazy long. Make it no more than 2 pages, and never go past that. The first thing on the resume should be your name. It should be the biggest thing on the paper, as it is the most important thing on a resume. Then you can add your contact information, such as address, phone number, and email, and make sure your voicemail and email address are professional. Also, if you have a LinkedIn, you can go ahead and throw it up there as well. The next part is the summary. This section is just a brief description of the highlights and qualifications you have for the job. You really want to nail this part, since this is the first thing the employer will see and read. Most employers spend less than a minute going through your resume, so it is really important to stand out with your summary. The next part should be your work experience. You're going to want to put the name of the company, then the title you had when you worked there, then the dates of which you were working there. Below that, you'll want to have a few bullet points describing what you did and what skills you acquired. You'll want to keep this fairly short here as well, not too many bullet points, but around 4 to 5 should be enough. Then go ahead and continue to list all your work experience, one after the other. You also want to make sure that you don't have any large gaps between your work history, as it doesn't look very good to the employer. Then after your work experience, you'll want to list your education. You'll list the degree, the dates, and the school. It doesn't really matter the order, but this template has it set out like this. Then after your education, you want to put your specific skills and abilities. You'll want to tailor the specific skills to the job you're applying for. If you're applying for a receptionist or some kind of computer job and you're the world's fastest typer, you might want to put that in the skills section. Or if you're applying to be in sales, you will want to put specific skills you have that would make you a good salesperson for that company. So those are the mainly important sections you will see on a template and want to have on your resume. You can also rearrange the info however you want. It doesn't have to look exactly like this one does. So a few things to keep in mind when writing your resume. First off, check your grammar and spelling. You really don't want to have any errors. It looks very unprofessional. Also, don't lie. You really don't want to put something on your resume that you didn't actually do, especially if the time comes when you have an interview and the employer asks you about it and you have no idea how to answer. It will look very unprofessional as well. Also, when you're filling out your resume and you get finished, you want to make sure it fills the whole page. It is not a good idea to leave it only filling half a page. Either add more info or take some out. The last tip I can give you is to save a copy of your resume in PDF format. Using a PDF format is usually best because if you are submitting a Word document version to an employer online, that particular employer may have an older version of Word, and the formatting could look completely different on his end. So with a PDF version, this would solve that problem. So as you can see, it is not very difficult to create a resume. It may seem scary, but don't stress out. Make sure everything is laid out properly and everything looks good from a quick glance. Just be smart, figure out what you're applying to and what they would want out of you. So again, use these tips as you wish. I hope this video has helped you. Good luck on your success, and thank you for watching.